Hey there you guys, welcome back. It's time for another update on the garden. It's July 2013, so let's just do a quick pan around of the whole garden and then we'll look at the plants. Beautiful daylilies in my Japanese maple, looking nice. The Thailand giant is pretty well doubled in size since last time. It's starting a new leaf. The hostas are looking really well. And so is the hydrangea. You'll see that the bonsai over there is peeking through. Little boxwood bonsai. We just installed those, or put in those stepping stones. Those are actually poured concrete that look like pieces of log. There is the papaya, the little sensitive plant there by the umbrella. Cute little pot on the table. The banana is looking nice. We just had a storm and the leaves came through just fine. The one in the front, my hardy banana, not so good. Some lovely plants inside. Oop, and down below here we have some more plants. There's my little tomato, not looking so good. We'll look at that in a second. And my other planter over here with the my other red banana here. Let's go over here. We got some pots going on, some succulents, some agaves. Everything is doing really well. Pardon my voice, I'm starting to catch a cold. Maybe I've already caught it, maybe no starting to it. This Amorphophallus konjac fell over again. I just put it in the bigger pot, so it was a little bit more stable. Every time there was a breeze it would tip over. The pot was full of roots and looked like baby plants, so we'll have to see what develops. If any of you grow columbine, you'll know that columbine gets leaf miner. So I was getting a leaf miner on mine, and so I hacked the whole thing back, and I got a nice new flush of growth. So if you have a really unsightly columbine plant, just feel free to chop everything off, and it will grow back. The leaf miner will come back eventually, but at least you'll start with some nice pretty fresh leaves again. Here's my bloomerang lilac. It's looking alright. I had another area of dead come into it, so I just removed that the other day. But it looks like it's starting to bloom again. Ever so slight amount of blooms. By far the best bloom is in the spring. Some pretty gazanias. It's early morning, so they're not quite open yet. I chopped back my tree peony a few weeks ago because it was just overtaking the garden, and as you know, I've got a small space. I couldn't really deal with something taking up so much room. I knew the other day we had a baby bird come out of here, but we have a little bird's nest in the clematis. He's not in there anymore. Can you see him there? That was very exciting. We have finches and sparrows in the backyard. Very cute. As you guys know, it's been raining a lot, and my iris has been rotting away. Funny thing though is that the cactus is right next to it, and it's still alive. I'm noticing though that there's a little bit of yellowing going on. That's just happened in the last couple of days, so that could be a delayed reaction to the very moist weather that we've been having. Got this lovely Pandora's box reblooming daylily. It's looking really good. I've got these shamrocks now growing throughout my garden. They're the purple ones. I've got some here. I've got some just in behind by the boxwoods, and periodically in the front of the garden you'll probably see them here and there. This geranium got a lovely pink flower, but I'll have to come through and just deadhead. I'm just going to take the head shears and just chop it off. It'll put it back into bloom mode. My boxwoods, they are looking beautiful. I'm going to be trimming those back soon. I'm just going to do a light trimming just to bring in the ends so that these parts aren't just hanging out up top. I just want to make it a little bit more uniform, but I love how they shape like a cloud, so I don't want to lose that. My hanging baskets this year are not looking so great. I've got some Calibrachoas in there, the Million Bells Petunias, and the Streptocarpella, which my intent was to have it full of the white flowers from the Calibrachoa, and then having these blue flowers just peek out, adding a little bit of interest. But it doesn't seem to be working as well as I thought it was going to do. The other basket is working out a little bit better, but I'll show you that closer up in a sec. Again, here's the daylilies. Let's pull this back. The daylilies are a little bit too big for the area that they're in. The Japanese maple really gets lost, and I don't like that. I'll have to dig out those daylilies and give them away or whatever. Not quite sure. It's again early morning, so the flowers aren't necessarily open. This is a beautiful gentiane, striking blue flowers. It's been just recently starting to bloom, and it's quite lovely. I do recommend those for anybody that has a partial sun situation, a little ground cover plant with beautiful flowers. Here's some toad lilies. They are looking really great. Last year they weren't this tall. They were almost half as tall. Things are growing much bigger this year. I think this is Helianthum, a beautiful perennial. Kind of reminds me of a blanket flower. It was about half as tall last year too. And again, here's another boxwood, looking beautiful. And here again is the European ginger. Looks so nice. It's always got that beautiful glossy leaf. A lot of spiderwebs in here. Yuck. And this is a type of evening primrose. I wish I had a flower out here to show you. It's got a really beautiful, big, yellow, striking yellow flower. Absolutely stunning when it's in bloom. And all of these hostas. I wish I had all the names for them. I used to. And then back here is the Empress Wu. I think I mentioned it last time I did a video. This hosta should get to be between 4 and 5 feet tall, and at least that wide. So I'm gonna check this out and see what it actually does. A lot of times they will say that they get really, really big, but they don't actually. So I'll be the judge of that. And sometimes they say that it gets to be 4 feet tall, but the 4 feet tall is the top of the flower, and they have a really long flower spike. So we'll see. I've seen a lot of pictures, and they make people look small next to it in the photos, but sometimes that's also they take small children and place them next to a plant, and it makes them look much bigger. And again, here is the Thailand giant. You remember from last year, the leaves are now getting to be about 2 feet long, getting to be a nice size. Now that it's the second year, I'm noticing that it flowers a lot more profusely. Can you see that flower right there? It kind of looks like a peace lily flower. And there's the new leaf coming out. It's been really, really hot here, so the new leaf will come out usually once a week. I find that when the plant is in flower, though, the leaves are a little bit slower to come out. So I wish that it wouldn't keep flowering, but it's profuse in its flowering. I get a lot of people really liking this hosta. This is blue mouse ears. It's got a cute little flower. Let me break one of these off. And it's not focusing. Now why would it? It's my camera. I love the inside of these flowers. They kind of look like snowflakes. And pull away. And the hydrangea. I was going to do a hydrangea video, but I get sidetracked and work gets busy, and I haven't had a chance just yet, but it will come. As you can see, the flowers are starting to fade. This is one of my favorite types of hydrangea. I love the lace cap. I love the big flowers around the outside, and then the small dainty flowers on the inside. Quite nice. Oh, hello, Mr. Bumblebee. And yeah, so that's pretty well it. Here's a lovely papaya. I do have papaya flowers coming out. Looks like some of them have fallen off. Right in here is a papaya flower. There's also by this finger right here. Another bud. And the papaya doesn't want the camera to leave. But it's doing nice. It's got 3 stalks. It's looking really good this year. And again, here's my sensitive plant. Looking good. It was in full sun and the leaves weren't completely opening, but I have it in a shadier spot now, and it seems to be doing much better. The leaves are now opening and then they close. So much fun. Oh my goodness. And it's got some flowers started. I don't know if you're able to see that. It's almost the same color as my hand. Just small little flowers. And here. That's a beautiful basket. I love these. I'm going to have a video on these plants. These are asparagus ferns. I have 3 different varieties of asparagus ferns, and they are beautiful. So I just wanted to show you a little bit about the asparagus ferns. And that video will be coming up sooner, well, soon enough. Not quite sure when I'll get a chance to do it, but I've got all kinds of things on my plate, but hope to do it soon. And again, here's the lovely banana here in the pot. Its babies are getting quite large. Just about a month ago they were just peeking through the soil, and now they're really doing well. So anyway, this is the backyard tour. Stay tuned for the front yard tour.